What? I'm getting all turned around. Are you seeing what's going on? Okay, fine. Um,
Yeah, but I have no idea. I've never seen this happen before.
you know what? We're just gonna let it happen. Now we're
Scoopity
at the
scoopity.
black screen of death, much like Homebody. Ooh, spooky.
Ooh, but we actually got through that.
Yeah.
I think. I don't
Which,
know what the actually happened at the end. I can't remember.
dude, speaking of that though, I'm so freaking pissed. So I don't know if you saw our Facebook post last night. Follow us on Facebook. Uh, but apparently, Homebody has an update.
What?
Homebody updated with new things, um, and their whole their whole pitch was quote unquote better hints.
Better hints.
Yes. And when I tell you, that one guy can attest to this, but like, I forgot what I was
Oh, he
supposed to
is
do.
ready.
Um, I laughed for like a solid 5 minutes. And oh, but yeah, welcome. This is Plasma Coin. I up. We're not gonna really do a whole lot with this. I don't think. Um, but
Give
yeah,
it your all. The more practice you get, the better.
if, for real though, like I am not expecting much from this run because I already got my ass kicked in the first. Like, oh, yep.
This is the closest that a 2D RPG will ever come to having a Dark Souls boss.
Uh, the more you say that, the less confident I get. Uh, oh,
And by that I mean like turn-based.
we're just gonna.
Before people are like, RPGs have bosses not getting shut up.
I mean, you're right in both respects. I haven't had a turn-based RPG like this in a minute. And, like, the only one I can remember that maybe is this hard. Oh. And I haven't played. That one guy could attest to this a little more. In Tales of Symphonia, like, when we go through a harder mode,
The black
the
skeleton
final
dude.
boss, yeah.
Oh, I actually don't know what the final boss is. I thought you were gonna say the black skeleton that you can randomly fight.
I think that is because I know there is a hidden boss that's supposed to be real tough.
Yeah, he's in the opening animation, but like, you can find him at a really low level. And I just remember when I was younger playing, with my buddy Scott. It just whooped our asses like all the time. It just whooped our asses.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like that one guy even said something about the black skeleton. Not
But
that
the
one?
Tales games like
Oh.
has
He said the black skeleton is easier than the actual hidden boss.
okay, Tales games have a thing about that because if I remember right, in Tales of the Abyss, there's like a marshland that you can go through, and the team is like told, "Yo, don't fight the monster in here. We are going to die if we fight the monster in there." But if you beat it, it gives you a really really good weapon. I somehow beat it on the first try, and they're like, "Wow, that was the craziest fight that we're ever gonna experience in this game." But then you can unlock the real hardest boss, and she's a goddamn nightmare.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me with a Tales game. Like, I'm really so sad that you. And maybe we can do this, like, offhand at some point. Um, maybe play, like,
You know,
Tales.
it's actually
With
funny.
Teal!
Like, it's actually kind of funny bring that up because I have it on my PlayStation 4 now,
Yeah.
and I have been going through the story a little bit, but I'm not even as far as we were in the stream yet.
Oh, you mean Symphonia?
Yeah,
Oh. We weren't that far in the stream, were we?
we made it. We got to the point where the character that Kawaii Yume was voicing, or like we basically gave her Kawaii Yume's personality. I think I can't fully remember what we did for her bitwise,
Yeah.
but we like she was finally a playable character, and I'm nowhere near that.
Oh! Oh, Sheena.
Yeah, the ninja,
Yeah.
the
No,
ninja
yeah.
who like
No, you're pretty.
immediately fell
You're
into a
at least
track by
decent.
accident.
Yeah. You're a good amount in. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh no, and the
That one guy
that's how
says
far
less
we
than
were in the
half.
stream. That's how far we were in the stream. Where I'm at is she like immediately just jumped into a trap that Celeste had was like, we can't just leave this trap here for anyone to go on, and then she immediately like moves out of the way as the ninja collapses through the trap.
Yeah.
And
You
I'm
mean
like, that's
Colette?
gold.
No, no, no,
Colette,
no.
yeah. Colette.
We're just. Damn it. I think the
Why
worst
did we
part
make
about this is that, like, if I fall into the sea of bones, I'm like toast.
Oh yeah, those bones will watch out, girl. They'll chew you up. Them bones.
I should have
I don't know where either of my cats went.
Lego and is it Lily?
No, Charles. And no, the girl's name is Joy.
Joy. Why did I think Lily?
Because she's a demon like Lilith.
Fair.
Oh my. She literally like destroys everything.
Understandable. Let's
And her
see.
favorite thing to do is like right when we lay down lately, she'll just be like, "Oh, you got everyone's finally quiet. And you know how you guys like playing games and watching TV while I'm sleeping in my tree? Well, I'm gonna start playing with my little ring bell ball. And I'm going to play with it in your room. How do you like them titties?"
That sounds like a cat.
That is how she feels all the time. And for whatever reason, she just bullies Lego and Charlie so much that.
Are
Are
you
you looking for the
surprised with
cats?
that? What?
Teal just came down. Are you
Ha.
looking for the kitties? They're in here.
I
Are
thought
you
you were
looking for the
talking to me
kitties?
about the Temmies. I'm like, no.
Oh. Wait. You want to say hi to ATP? She's on the
Hi,
stream.
Teal. I miss you.
What are you? What sticker? Are you, oh. So Teal just came down and put a sticker that she found on on the corner of my laptop. No,
Respect.
just Charl and Lego. Because Charl came down when I only wanted Lego, because Lego was
I
meowing a
only
lot.
wanted Lego.
Well, he was meowing like crazy.
He was.
So I was like,
Aww.
okay, I'll open the door for him, and Charl was just like, I'm here too.
It's like, I'm here. You better love me.
I think it's upstairs.
And now Joy's completely alone upstairs, and it's kind of depressing.
I'll be back.
I don't have room.
Oh, just,
What do you mean I don't have
Hear that
room?
one? She sounds like Charl.
yeah, I swear to God, she's a combination of the two of them.
Sorry.
Oh, the
Look at
sticker.
The burger. Oh yeah, no, the sticker. So Teal just put a sticker on my laptop that says for rectal use only.
Yeah, I pulled it off the thing I found in Hobby Lobby.
Oh! Oh! That that was so funny. How? Oh my god.
Alice
So
and
what
Bobby
even
allowed?
was it?
I
Was
don't
it like a type of ceramic mushroom?
It was like a little ceramic ladybug gnome.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how else to describe that. It was a ladybug with a gnome head.
Oh my god. Uh, I have so many more questions. And they and someone just put a sticker for rectal use only. Oh my god. That sounds absolutely awful. Like I don't want that anywhere near my booty.
Yeah,
I
well, now my laptop has it, and that's a square ATP. That's a whole square.
That
No
goes
matter
in the
how it goes
square
in, it's going
hole.
in as a square, and it's not going in a square hole. Oh no, no, it's going in a brown hole, and that's not meant for squares. But goddamn, could it? If it was the other way around, that square would definitely get that hole in.
Oof.
But wait,
Oof.
pause. This is really, really gross, but also square.
I'm gonna go upstairs because
Okay,
I feel bad.
see if you
Why
can
do you
nab
feel
Taro.
bad? Don't feel bad.
Oh no, it's because Joy's upstairs by herself wailing.
Wailing.
She's so sad to not be with Charles and Teal right now.
Aww.
Like the way that Lego gets when I'm down in the basement without him is the same way Joy gets with Teal. And apparently
Aww.
she gets that way if Charlie and Lego are down here and she is not. So she really, really likes everyone in the house except me.
What the fuck?
She doesn't give a shit when I'm down here.
Oh my god. Just like, yeah, that curly haired mother.
She's like, he's not mom.
I don't give two shits about him.
oh,
Uh,
oh.
Somehow I got turned around.
I gotta tell you about. Normally, I wouldn't talk about this kind of stuff when it comes to my job, but
Yeah.
um, this guy was of his right mind, so I
Okay.
don't mind. I was inspecting another assisted living home today,
Uh
and a
huh.
guy like was rolling by on his wheelchair, and he looks at me and goes, "What's doing? Looking up in the ceiling all day." I said, "Oh, we're testing the fire alarm systems. We're gonna make making sure everything works." And he goes, "Is it?" And I said, "Yeah, we haven't seen anything fail yet." And he goes, "Damn it!" And then he just rolls away.
Damn it.
Like he was so quick too. He like did didn't even take a full breath of a second
Oh my god.
for him to just say "damn it" when I said yeah.
I, you know, sometimes when you just
Like
want death.
oh god, like it's so fucking. And he like chuckled because it got me. I straight up in front of him. He knew he got me. He knew he got me.
Dude, oh my god. You know what's gonna make you chuckle though? On
What?
top of that, this is a good segue. So, that one guy and I have had a full week of reliving together. I say reliving because we lived together at one point in college. Um, this
Just like how
psychopath,
long has it been again? How long has it been? Just a reminder since you
uh,
two lived together.
oh god, a while. 2015?
You
So,
guys are
almost
such a
10
fucking
years.
power couple. God damn.
Look, sometimes it works. It works. And we didn't actually mean for it to happen this way. Um, that one guy was supposed to be out here sooner, but at one point, like, I was also supposed to take a job in Cincinnati. Wait, this
Oh,
didn't
so it was
happen
just
last
like,
time. Yeah, so it Like, there was at one point I remember going down to Cincinnati and interviewing for a marketing job, and then that marketing job ended up being sales, and I'm like, dude, this. So
Yeah.
I just didn't I didn't take that job. So like there were a few instances where we could have lived together and it just never happened. But anyway, point is we were having dinner Tuesday night, I believe. And this psychopath we were having chicken bowls. So like we didn't want to get Chipotle, but it's like pretty much was Chipotle. But we made it at home. And after
Hey.
we had garden salsa sun chips, and he
Oh yeah.
like because we needed something else with it, and that made sense. In his bowl, after he finished up his what? I'm getting all turned around. Are you seeing what's going on? Okay, fine. Um,
Yeah, but I have no idea. I've never seen this happen before.
you know what? We're just gonna let it happen. Um, but so
Like, are
he
you? Are,
puts the garden salsa sun chips in his bowl and proceeds to eat them with a fork.
what? Hold on. I'm gonna need like 3 seconds of my life back, and for you to repeat that, please.
Okay, so we were having like homemade
No,
chipotle.
no, no.
What the?
Like 3 seconds ago. Like repeat 3 seconds ago. What did he do with his chips?
Yeah, when he was finished with his homemade chipotle chicken bowl, he pours the garden salsa chips into his bowl and proceeds to eat them with a fork.
like I don't know fully if I can give him poopies because there is one time and one time only. You know what? No, never mind. That's a spoon. So like sometimes I'll buy um Bob Evans mac and cheese from Meyer.
Yeah.
I'll admit it. Like it's delicious mac and cheese, and like I'll throw like I'll throw some extra cheese in there from home.
Yeah.
But something that Fun Size got me into back in the day, and ever since like now I can't go back, is to eat you eat that particular mac and cheese by using like Doritos to scoop it up.
Ooh.
But there's been a couple of times where I just was like, no man, like they keep breaking it, and I would just throw like a few in, and like just eat them in the mac and cheese with a spoon. And like the first couple always end up crunchy, but by the time I get to the rest, like the texture's slightly less crunchy, but like it works because it's the mac and cheese. It almost feels like it's blending to the mac and cheese.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I don't know if I can like call him a heathen because he's eating chips with the fork and I with a spoon.
I feel
But
like it's different though because the chips were regular chip texture.
you know what? That is true. Like how?
Like, cause you also have walking tacos, and walking tacos essentially get like, no,
Oh yeah, walk will get fork is a fork affair, and
yeah,
that's because it's like meat. It gets all meaty and
yeah, it
soggy.
gets soggy.
Oh my god, I'm doing that at some point this week. It's unhealthy as but like I
Dude,
don't
no,
fuck it.
walking tacos, you gotta treat yourself.
I love walking taco, and
They're
like
so
I'm a
good.
heathen. Sometimes I will go outside of like Mexican style chips, and I'll have walking tacos with Fritos, Doritos. I'll have a walking taco with
Dude, no, like I have them with Doritos all the time. That's like one of the
Oh,
best
good.
ways to have walking tacos, but now that I think about it, you could also have them with garden salsa sun chips if you wanted to make them a little healthier. I don't,
Oh my god,
like,
that would
not
be
a lot.
so good. That would be so good.
Or like the cheddar sun chips.
Oh
Like, maybe
yeah.
not as good, but... Oh...
Aw.
Yeah, I genuinely didn't know how to come back from that.
Speaking of coming back from things,
Yeah.
we were just talking a little bit earlier, and I was excited, and
What?
I want to talk about it here because I wanted to tell everybody that Codeman came back after like a decade plus, more than a decade. It's got to be more than a decade. How many years have we heard I'm at soup? How many animations? How many times has the meme come back out of nowhere? And then
What do
and
you
no one
mean
let
you're
it
at
die
soup?
now. And now Codeman is back, and it's Purple Eyes what the doing what he does best, and that is making videos that will absolutely make you lose IQ points but laugh like an idiot. Oh, it's wonderful.
I'm so excited to watch that video.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, until the intro for the actual video played, like,
Yeah.
because he always does a cold opening and then puts the intro in. Until that intro played, I wasn't convinced that it wasn't just an April Fool's Day video.
Uh, see, that's so mean too that he put it out on April Fools. Do you think he like meant to do
Yeah,
that?
oh man, it kind of reminded me of back in the day when everyone Adult Swim put out the rumor that the new season of Rick and Morty, like back, I think it was like season 2 was gonna start on April Fool's Day,
I
and
forgot about that.
no one believed it, so they actually aired it on April Fool's Day.
Let's see. Yes, I will use the box. Oh, look. I can't put things in the box.
You have too many
Save,
things in
because
the
I'm
box.
not gonna find the Temmies. I'm just not.
Yeah, nah. It this is gonna take up enough time.
For real. I got the better healing items. We're just gonna kinda let it go.
Let it go, let it go.
Oh, so I was kind of talking to you about this a little bit, but one of the things that one guy and I convinced that one guy to do was give the live action One Piece a try, and we did finish the
Hell
live
yeah.
action Yu Yu Hakusho. Pretty much exactly what I told you last time. It steadily got worse.
Oh no.
Yeah, like the CGI was very bad. And it got way worse when you met Elder Toguro.
Uh,
Like, it was really bad. And,
like,
go on.
I'm not too surprised, because live action has never gotten like great CG,
Yeah.
and like, I feel like one of the major reasons that One Piece gets away with some of the CGI scenes that it has is purely because it fits with the setting they've put in. Like, it should look
Yes.
kind of wacky. Like, were
Like,
we
One
really
Piece
gonna
gets
knock this
forgiven a
CG
lot
with-
because it's
What?
One Piece.
Yeah. And it's like, how can you knock the CG for being wonky when there's a dude in and a furry lion head mask thing,
Right?
and a clown with a giant red nose that's not apparently a cotton ball, but his genuine schnoz, which is wild.
But yeah, so, like, that one guy started watching the live action One Piece, and he said it was pretty good. And that's saying a lot for that one guy, because he's picky as fuck.
And let's also be fair. Even non-critical anime fans had a right to be like critical of any live action thing coming out for One Piece,
Oh yeah.
and somehow it still came out good.
Right. Like, I will say that this watch with that one guy is my third time watching it. Like, I have never, like, I genuinely at one point thought about after I finished the East Blue, I'm just like, okay, I've given it enough time. Let's go back knowing what I know about the anime and rewatch the actual like live action and see what kind of Easter eggs they put in there and what they left out. And I'm like, honestly, no, it still holds up.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of,
it's so good.
oh, speaking of this, by the way,
See.
I'm rewatching. I actually might go back again and rewatch some of the earliest seasons of One Piece because it dawned on me that I have missed quite a few episodes in my watch.
Really?
Because yeah, I overshot a couple episodes trying to skip filler, and I, and
Uh,
that and that made me want to go back and rewatch, and then I wanted to also just see if I can catch anything,
fair.
like how someone recently caught that Doctor. Why can't I remember his name?
Not Kureha. Shit.
Oh, they were not.
Wait,
Shoot,
what?
man.
The what doctor?
Uh, same arc, but Chopper's adoptive father.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I
So
can't remember his name either. Like, definitely, which is real
okay, you know what?
unfortunate because he's supposed to be more important than Dr. Kureha, but like, he's definitely not.
Uh, Hirlik.
Oh,
Hurlik.
yeah, Herlick.
I thought I had him and Hogaback mixed up, and I was like, Hogaback is not right, but
No,
Hurlik is
Dr. Hogback was a
Hogaback.
whole
Yeah,
piece of work.
whole douchebag. But so there's a line from Dr. Hurlik that someone brought up a while ago and was like, this was Oda telling us about hockey before, or like they brought up that, and they also brought up what was it? I can't remember what the other thing was, but they he has a whole line. Fuck, I want to see if I can find it before I butcher it. Um, uh,
Yeah.
okay, here I think I found it. Um, Pi- Pirates are great men of the sea. They have a body hard like stone, the eyes of an eagle, and the voice that tears the sky asunder. And what we now know of hockey is that it makes the body harden
Yeah.
and it strengthens it. Eyes like an eagle, observation hockey, and one of the best observation hockey users in the verse is Hawkeye Mihawk,
Yeah.
and a voice that tears the sky asunder. And Wano, or before Wano technically,
No.
we learned that when two conquerors hockeys clash, it tears the sky apart,
Yeah.
which is something you see when Whitebeard and Shanks meet up. And they're both conquer hockey users. It's like, oh, shite. I want to go back and see how much of that I can find, because I did sort of find something that I haven't heard anyone else mention yet.
Uh-huh.
But I got to go back and figure out which episode it's set in. But they kind of did a reverse of it, where everyone already acknowledges that what Zoro did to Mr. Two back in Alabaster, not Mr. 2, Mr. 1, was essentially him using hockey to cut
Oh
through the
yeah, to
steel
cut through
body.
the metal. Yeah.
And later on, there's a confirmation of it in a weird sense where um, Kinemon, I can't tell you the context of the situation for spoiler's sake, but
Yeah.
I will say that Kinemon mentions something about hockey, um, ha- a form of hockey is like having the softness to let your sword pass through leaves and cut through stone, which is exactly what Zoro does in Alabaster just before he cuts up Mr. One. And I'm like, so yeah, that's Oda saying straight up, Zoro had hockey really early. He just didn't know how to use it.
No, that's fair. Zoro doesn't seem like if he had it, he would not know how to use it anyway, or like he wouldn't
Yeah,
attempt to know, like try to use it, kind of thing.
and unless he knew it was like, oh, that's just me.
Yeah,
That's
because
just me being awesome.
exactly. I feel like if he knew what hockey, like, if he knew about it, he might just consider it a crutch or something.
Yeah. I mean, he uses the shit out of it now.
Oh yeah,
uh,
I still need to.
but my
Have
God.
you?
Uh, I just got to some of the hardest animated episodes in
No!
One Piece, and I'm so happy with it. I cannot wait for you to get there so we can talk about it.
I'm so excited, like, but I'm also, I'm so mad because I started watching Onyx Equinox. I still haven't finished that yet. And then for this next AVB that we're doing on Monday, or the 15th for Anime Day, um, Tori suggested an anime and she said she would do it. And I'm like, okay. So it's a 12 episode anime and I don't remember what it is. It's in our Discord somewhere. But uh, she told us we should watch it beforehand.
Oh,
And I'm
that's
like,
that's
oh.
gonna be real easy. Not really. I
Yeah,
don't have a lot of time to watch anything. I have to watch all my anime watching is like early morning Saturday. That's all the time I get.
right? Like, I try to watch the animus, but I usually just get, if anything, especially this week, um, Thursday, maybe Saturday, and Sunday. But I'm gonna try. This one sounds fun. Because it's the one where all the memes are coming from, where, I don't remember. It's the one guy. Fuck.
I would say there's a lot of anime memes out there right now.
It's this guy who. Shoot. I don't even know how to describe it, but
Like,
there's
right
this.
now, the biggest anime guy is Marshall, Mash, and then
Mashal?
like fucking Baron, Baron. How is
Rin.
pronouncing it? Those are like the two biggest memes right now.
Freerin and Mashal, yeah.
Yeah.
But, or at least the one. There was a meme from a while back, and it was essentially this guy who's on a stage and he's talking about how depressing his life is. And he says, "What do I have to show for? Nothing." And, like, he's, like, kind of surprising nothing with his hands. Like, it. I'm so bad at describing it. Like, I'll have to show you the GIF. Because, like, I don't know how to describe it because I don't know the anime. Bro, this is not a good run.
But for real though, speaking of those memes, the frick, please pronounce her name again.
Freerin?
Yeah, that. the meme. There's like a set of memes going on with her that's probably like AI generated, but it's basically everyone putting in. I think I talked about this last Monday, but it's everyone putting her in backgrounds of games or like the
Oh
title
yeah,
of games, like Farron Souls, Elden Farron Ring, Metal Gear Farron, Journey, um,
Beyond Journey's End.
yeah, Beyond Journey's End. And it's just like there's so many. There's so and they look so good. Like they actually look like someone made them for real.
They it.
And
I'll have to look these up, but we're talking about the free rid memes. That one guy, that one guy's in the background and he goes, "I hear you talking about free rid," because he actually really likes that anime. If and we're
it's
watching
good.
it, yeah, it's decent, but like here's my take on it. I would like it more if I didn't have the mindset I do right now, where like it there are certain modes and moods you have to be in order to watch it and enjoy it. And there was one point in the honestly, the first episode was good, but there are certain moments in it where it took me out of it and it made me too existentially. Like it made me really existential crisisy, and I'm like, oh, this isn't great. So definitely you have to be in a mode.
Yeah,
Damn
and
it!
like it's kind of rough too because that is pretty much the feel that the show's trying to give you. Like
Exactly.
um, to make you see like what she's learning, which is you never really know how long you have with anybody, so value
Yep.
the time you have.
Yep. And like it's a really good concept. I just and I wanted
It's
to
just
have you watched it yet?
I'm getting through it, but it's like I get where you're coming from because it's very um how do I put it? I kind of say this about
Poor
One
guy.
Piece sometimes, but it in a very fantasy world, it explores a very real thing very well.
Yes.
And shows like One Piece, Frieren, and Mashoko Tensei
I
all
heard
like are
Mushoku Tensei was
really
really good.
yeah, and it's like I'll talk about that in a second, but
Yeah.
to give Frieren its respect, um, it's it's very good at saying like, "Hey, this is this fantasy world. We're gonna make it cool. We're gonna make it interesting because we're also gonna beat you over the head." Like,
Yep.
and because all of this is gonna be relatable, no matter how fantastical we make it. This is gonna
Mhm.
be relatable to some degree, and it's like shit.
Yeah. I was actually wondering how like what you thought of Free Reign if you had watched it yet, cuz you and I at one point were on the same level as far as, or at least could relate as far as that existential crisis of like we didn't think we'd be here that long.
Yeah, I actually just had that conversation with Teal like three
Really?
hours ago. No joke.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah, we got real deep into like me talking about that and going over like how this might be a little too deep for Twitch, but like it
No, that's
how
fair.
basically I look at the whole like the situation we're in and how things are like honestly pretty good for us right now.
Yeah.
And it's like it's terrifying to me. But I I don't ask the question anymore. How? Okay, no, it's not that I don't ask the question. It's that I no longer care to try to answer it anymore. Like, how
Mhm.
do I deserve this, or how can I get here? And it's like, oh. So the existential dread, still very much there.
Yeah.
Just like,
I've talked to
just
that one guy about it too. Damn it. Ugh.
but
It,
like, oh
it's
yeah,
an
the existential
interesting
dread comes from the
conversation
fact
to
that it just
have.
lingers.
Yeah. Yeah, like you just kind of got to work through it essentially. Like
Yeah,
it's one of
and
the deeper internal fights you have to have, I think. Like there are very it it's weird because like you,
You're right.
it's a very constant thing you have to stay on top of. Like there are a lot of things with depression and thoughts like that, um, where you always kind of have to stay on top of. But this is one where you almost have to stay on top of to the point where you're not thinking about it constantly.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sucks because like you live
Yeah.
so many years in that state of mind, and like it takes an unfortunate amount of like misery, not just to oneself, but to like the people around them, to,
Mhm.
before you start really seeing like, okay, um, fucking, instead of just going, it's because of me, you have to like go, it's because I'm still this me, like,
Yeah.
and like once you figure, I figured out like how, what questions I needed to ask myself and what things I needed to like catch, and but it's still like the fact that it's always there though. That's kind of the existential dread of it all. Is like
Mhm.
knowing that every day you wake up and you think to yourself like, I'm still thinking it. I still got to tell myself no, and it's right there. But like the more you linger on it, the more you things up, and in a weird way, I do relate that to Freyrin a bit with the existentialism because uh, the loss you can gain. That is a weird sentence. The loss you can gain over life with people due to depression um, can very much shorten the time that you will ever have with
Mhm.
that person because like you never know when that step too far will be like that they can't take it anymore, or maybe an accident happens or whatever, and suddenly you're sitting there thinking to yourself like, if I didn't stay home this day, maybe this would still happen, but at least I'd have another day with them.
Yeah.
And that can pop in with
No.
Farron. And I know that's probably not what they initially wanted. They probably just wanted to like really, really let you like make people sit down and go, "When's the last time I really chilled with my bud or my loved ones?
Yeah.
When's the last time I really soaked in what I'm doing?"
Yeah, when's the last time you
Um,
actually paid attention and listened to what the other person was saying versus like superficially like assuming?
yeah, it's it says all those things very well, but I
Mhm.
100% agree, and I do agree. Like you can't always like if you're not in the right mindset for that, it can be very very difficult
Oh, for
to
real.
watch a show. I actually like there's a show that I heard fell off anyways, but I can't finish Tokyo Revengers because like something
Oh,
happens in that show that just like mimicked real life for me, and I went nope, I can't do it. I turned the episode off, and I wasn't right for like 3 weeks,
shit.
and I was like, okay, that's good, that's gone, and that's on the verge of like that'll never be okay. But there's another anime that came out that I watched. Shit, I'm blanking on the name. Um, let me Google it because it deserves its name to be said.
We're just gonna die. Okay, maybe we're not. There. But yeah, it was a very. And I felt bad because everybody really likes Free Reign, and I'm like, I want to be able to like it. Because, like, I can see the underlying message, but there are a lot of bits and pieces, and I want to see if anyone else in the the Discord I'm watching it in feels like or has these kinds of thoughts about it too. Because, like, it's just an interesting discussion to kind of have, but I don't want to ruin the anime for that.
Yeah, because like maybe they weren't thinking about it that deep, and then they're like,
Yeah,
ah,
so I'm probably not gonna bring it up until after we finish Free Reign. And And then I can maybe ruin it for them in between seasons, because then they have enough time to forget about it. But I just
Um,
think it would be a really interesting discussion to see if anybody else, because I have no idea if any of these guys, like, have dealt with things like that, or even, like, I don't know, like, because it's not really uncommon to feel something like that, especially this day and age, I feel.
yeah.
Because, like, everything is an existential crisis. Look at... And I talked
Even
about my to my supervisor about this. How essentially Doom is being shoved down our throats left and right because Doom sells.
yeah.
And it's extra unfortunate.
You know what's weird? Like, to build off of that, and also slightly like go back to what we were talking about in terms of depressing anime. Um,
Yes.
the show that I was gonna mention earlier, which kind of reminds me of Freyrin and like slightly in its themes, but more so you have to be in the right headspace for this show.
Mm-hmm.
It's called To Your Eternity,
I
and
feel like I've heard of that show before.
it is like Wolf's Rain levels of depressing.
Oh.
And that's like every episode almost.
Oh. I have never
And
heard anyone describe something like Wolves Rain levels of depressing before. And, like, the more I think about Wolves Rain, the more I'm just like, yeah, no, that show was unfortunately sad.
yeah, and like this show, it took me a while to get through it because there is just like so much, and it did have a moment where I had to step away for a
Yeah.
good long time, and kind on the same level that Agame Kakill's manga had me walk away for a good minute.
Oh,
Yeah, like both of them like just had a scene where I was like, I gotta take a second to like remember that this is not a real thing. It is just fiction, but
for,
and they're like like they really went hard on the despair in this, and like the main character of this anime could definitely like walk into a room with a whole lot of people in anime, like anime MCs that think they have it sad,
yeah.
and he wouldn't do it in a room with Guts, but he would definitely get in a room with anybody else and say, "Prepare to cry,"
Oh.
and like for and you know what, I can't actually say that it's the same kind of themes.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of accidentally has that theme because people die so often in it.
Fair.
And it's like, but in a way that I can enjoy. That sounds really up, but I mean, like, dark settings should have dark moments. You know, like it's,
yeah.
we've talked about it before. Like one of the silliest things about Bleach is that until the Thousand Years War, a whole lot of people are coming at each other with big off swords. People are losing limbs and like getting their lungs cut open and stabbed through the heart, but they're okay next episode.
Yeah.
None of the good guys ever die.
Same with My Hero.
Oh my god. Oh, I found 3 different people on YouTube Shorts asking the same question at different cons. Who is the worst MC on all
And
3
everybody
channels?
says, oh my god, yes.
Everyone says Deku. Everybody.
I mean, they're not wrong though. Like, I can totally see why.
Like, oh my god.
And they don't take it easy on him
he-
either.
No, they don't. And like, the guy that made the series Kratos has had enough, and Yujiro versus,
Yeah.
and now Goofy versus, because Goofy is now another booty warrior. But every time he makes a video animating what anime characters would do in certain scenarios, Deku is always getting shit on. Like he's like, what would happen if anime characters switched realities? And he's like, Deku would go from getting his shit kicked out of him in class and being a loser to being kicked out of the school over here because he's a loser. Like,
Well, I mean,
why?
when you think about it, too, everybody literally tells, hang on, wait a minute. No, they've gotten this far. I had to think about it, because that one guy's in the same room as me right now, and he's currently watching My Hero in that anime group, that I've been talking about. And they've gotten to this point, but everybody's always telling him how, like, he gonna break his arms to the point where he can't use them no more. And yet he still goes and does literally the same thing.
Every time.
Yeah, and I'm just like, my guy, you are completely going to be completely useless as a hero. Like, you're not gonna do anything that All Might has told you to do. Like, I've had that mentality for a long ass time.
I really, really can't tell you at all how hard I laughed. And I will tell you, I rewound this shit when Deku was like, I can get it!
Right? Just like, my guy,
Dude,
you didn't think about this earlier?
That was, like, they led it up to be like the Light Yagami bites its ship, but all they got was the ridiculousness of it without the Black Air Force energy of it.
Yeah, but I didn't even think about that comparison, but that's so true.
Because like when Light does it, it's absolutely ridiculous, right? Like there's nothing significant about him going, I'll take a chip and eat it! Except he's in his head doing it all because he knows he's getting away with some crazy, crazy murder. He's being actively intelligent, getting away with everything, saying F you to the man. And then Deku is like, I can kick!
I can kick!
I never had this action before. My arms have constantly been told that will be destroyed, and now they're barely usable.
Exactly, and I'm like, my dude, you could have used literally anything. And here's the thing, to be caught up on the manga right now, like, it's so funny. Like, Zero, do yourself a favor. I'm not gonna say anything more, but please, like, watch. I'm pretty sure Anime Uproar has done a video, or Vocal Pineapple has done a video at this point, talking about the
Anime
latest My
Uproar
Hero chapter, and it is hysterical. Like, I feel bad that I view it this way. Like, My Hero is one of my very, like, recent favorite animes. It's still so good. But, oh my god.
It's perfectly fine to rip into an anime you love. Listen to all the shit I talk about Bleach. I am currently rewatching it.
Dude, I still have to rewatch Bleach. I haven't watched 1000 Year Blood War yet.
Yeah, that's why I'm rewatching it, to get into that, because...
Like, oh boy, when I tell you I've got a long way to go.
Yeah, same, especially because right now I have put every anime on the side until I get at least to Egghead in One Piece.
How far are you?
I haven't I just got to the finish. I just got to the point where one of the Yonko has fallen.
Okay.
And so I'm still in the middle of one.
I was gonna say Wano is a long ass arc though.
It is the longest arc in anime.
Yeah, and
It's over 162 episodes, if I remember right.
I think you're correct.
Yep.
The
And it beats out Pokemon, which is crazy because they have 3 of the highest arc spots.
oh yeah, and, like it would have been long even without the filler. Like I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like people complain about the filler in Wano, but it would have been just as long without it. Like
Oh yeah, like
because it's
they
a
would have
long
probably
arc in
cut
the
like
manga.
they probably would have cut like maybe 4 episodes out
Yeah.
because like one of the things that until the actually no, I should say 8 episodes because every now and a random again they do a recap
Oh.
of,
Yeah, I did
which
hear
is
about
like
that.
on one end I kind of do appreciate to some degree because if I ever just want to go back to like say there's a recap of specifically like Trafalgar and Kid fighting Big Mom and it's all about that. If I just want to watch the fight between those 3, that's an awesome thing to have. But if
I can't.
like you experience it immediately like I did, you're just annoyed that you have to hit skip episode. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's so silly to have that many recaps. One of the recap episodes, no joke, just before the finish of both Sanji and Zoro's fights with their respective opponents, they do a recap episode of said fights. So you have to. So if you were dedicated enough to watch, you would technically be watching an episode that led up to the finale of the fight, and then an entire episode recapping it from beginning to end, and then you get to watch the.
That honestly reminds me of any slobby.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's pretty much exactly how it happened. I know why it happened. It's because they want to keep the manga ahead as much as possible as the anime, so Toei Animation just fluffs the out of it.
Yeah,
And
and they still
I
are going like
respect it.
weekly with the release of the anime.
Yeah, and like
It'll
I
be
respect the hustle,
interesting.
but let Oda goddamn survive.
Right? Like I was gonna
I'll
say
take
it'll
a
be
few weeks
interesting to see how they're gonna treat this 3-week break.
Oh, so far they're treating it good, and I'm happy because he deserves it. And
Oh, I bet.
anyone who wants to mourn Akira deserves it. They all deserve it anyways because like they are all worked so hard.
For real, there was a TikTok that I saw recently that gave actually a really good idea for how Shonen Jump should proceed with releases like this to give mangakas like an actual time, to do and create their chapters. And like you'd take a handful of manga artists and they'd essentially be bi-weekly releases. So one batch, and they'd be like anime that are similar, so you'd still have the same feel in the magazine, but you wouldn't have to compete with each other anymore. And I'm just like, that is a brilliant idea, because no matter what, then you get like possibly longer chapters, more fleshed out chapters, and your mangaka, like your favorite mangakas, could then live.
I'm gonna need you to repeat like the last 30 seconds because for some reason I just like got kicked out of the call.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah.
So was the essentially I was talking about how this TikTok suggested the idea of coming up with bi-weekly releases in Shonen Jump. So then you would have like one batch of mangaka that are kind of the same feel as another batch of mangaka. Like, and you'd still have the magazine come out weekly, but it'd be bi-weekly releases of certain anime. So like, say One Piece came out um in every 2 weeks, but then you also would have like Naruto coming out like on the off weeks of One Piece.
Yeah.
And that would like essentially create like give mangaka a chance to like live and
Have
possibly give
have
you
a,
more longer chapters. It'd possibly give you more fleshed out like character development, but then you would also avoid
and better
burnout.
artwork probably. Yeah. And just like in general, it'd be great. Cause like this is how good Oda is when he puts the board every goddamn minute of the day.
Yeah.
Imagine Oda if he got to take a nap.
Oh my god, for real. Like I can't wait to see
Like
what
he'd
he'll
be too
do coming
powerful,
off of this break.
right? Because like everything he's been doing is just like it's just gold, and I don't know. Like I just love One Piece. It's oh man. I don't think I could have ever fathomed loving One Piece this much the first time I watched it. And now it's just like I just look forward to it all the time.
Yeah, like
Oh, but
it's good.
before I forget, like I was gonna mention this about all the filler too. One thing that did get a little heinous in the Wano arc towards the beginning of the fight with the Yonko was that they would have flashbacks of moments that happened in the same episode, and I'm like, dude, you just did a 3-minute segment of an entirely different scene that happened in this episode before the eye catcher.
Oof.
What the are you guys doing? And then there's a couple instances of, hey, the first 5 minutes of this episode after the recap is going to be 5 minutes of the previous episode. Not exactly the last 5 minutes. But someone just started a flashback in the first 30 seconds of the episode, so now here we go. And that got egregious. There was one time, I will say, I was 100% okay with it, because an episode completely ended with a horrifying scene with Big Mom.
Oh.
And then the next episode started with that whole scene happening again, and I was like, yeah. Like I'm okay with this. She looks terrifying and very imposing, and I can't wait to see how this goes animated. But yeah, like the filler, it does get pretty bad. But I would say it would cut maybe overall, if you cut the recap episodes, which I think there's 4 or 5 of throughout the entirety of Wano. And if you cut out the extra running, the extra like flashbacks that aren't necessary, probably like another 3 or 4 episodes. So yeah, I'd say about 8 or 9 episodes worth of filler out of 167.
Damn.
Or over 160. Either way. Cool.
Dude. I
actually have to. You know, I'm gonna look it up now. I want to see.
like I knew Sans was gonna be hard, but I was not prepared for this. And the worst part is you tried to prepare me. Like, you actively warned me multiple times.
I did.
Yeah. wonder. I wonder if Plant, like how long? Because Plant's definitely a seasoned gamer. I want to know how long this took him.
I can't remember if he beat it or not. I bet he has though.
I mean, at this point, I'd be surprised if he didn't. No! I keep jumping too low, and I'm not sure how to...
Okay, it's not. Okay,
What?
cool. Cool. I, um, I was looking up. I was trying to figure out if Kaido versus Luffy actually surpassed the longest fights in anime history, which belongs to Kaido. Not Kaido, but Frieza and Goku.
Yeah.
No. Episodically, it took longer, but the amount of time fighting did not. In terms of like how many minutes per episode, or minutes in total, did the fight take place on screen?
I think I understand what you're talking. Like I think I
Like-
get it, but I'm not 100% sure.
So, over the span of episodes, Kaido versus Luffy was over 100 episodes. No, it took over a year and so it took place in 61 episodes, and it took over a year to release the entire fight. But altogether, the fight only lasts about an hour and some odd minutes. Goku versus Frieza, no filler, is 3 hours and 12 minutes long.
I see.
So
Jeez.
it is the longest fight in terms of how many episodes it lasted. It's just not the longest in terms of minutes.
Fair. I honestly can't wait to see like what this new One Piece anime will be about, or like how they'll fix it.
Oh,
The one Netflix is doing.
the One Piece Kai.
Yeah, One Piece Kai.
I really hope that it's not like the season like summary. That's what I know. That's not what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them. The reanimated versions of all of the arcs that you can find on Netflix already.
Oh yeah.
Like they look really good, and they redid some of the fights really nice, but like they leave out so much.
Yeah, I'm still like fixated on the Drum Island one, where somehow Robin and Frankie are already there, and Chopper's not.
Yeah, and also like they just skip so much in those. Like there were points where I was like, did they already skip a fight? Like what the happened? Why? Why are we not just having certain dialogues now? If I were to, there are parts in, I want to say, the Fishman Island arc one. Like, there were moments where like a revelation happened, but they never actually talked about it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it was in the Fishman Island arc one, and I was like, hold on. You're having this revelation, but you didn't have the beginning conversation because they cut it from this version of the anime. Why?
I honestly have been meaning to watch those because I'm just like, I need to know what this set of dumpster fire movies is.
I need the only like I do like the other actual like One Piece movies, like the ones that actually have their
Yeah,
own
like Red
story.
and everything.
Oh, I still need to watch Red. Um,
I've heard it's really good.
Same, but what I really want to do is I want to watch the sixth One Piece movie.
Which one's that?
Uh, so that's the existential horror movie.
Oh, is that the one where uh, they essentially go to the island and they basically like hate each other and try to kill each other kind of thing?
Yep, and I watched. I already had the whole thing spoiled for me because I watched Melonty's video on the subject.
Yeah.
Because like I have never outside of Shiki and the Gold Line Shiki movie. I watched the um, which oh man, I know I watched another One Piece movie, but like this, I guess this should be saying like the outside of Shiki, what I had watched movie wise from One Piece wasn't really doing it for me. And
Fair.
but then I heard about Z or that featured Zephyr, the guy that apparently trained all the admirals.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I loved that. That was great. And I only watched that because I watched Melonty's video on One Piece, the sixth movie, and how awesome that sounded. So I'm like, maybe I'll give all these other ones a try, but I haven't found where to watch that sixth movie yet. And yeah, they go to an island, they hate on each other, and then the funniest thing is that while most of the movies are considered to be absolutely non-canon, there's an argument to be made that maybe that one is because none of
Oh.
them at the end, like, it's obviously not, but like it could be argued that it is purely because by the end they wrapped it up so only Luffy would remember the events of the island and everything that happened.
Oh shit.
And Luffy doesn't talk about the past already.
Yeah, for real.
Luffy, out of everyone in the crew, Luffy would have been like, that happened, none of them meant to do that, and if we're all happy tomorrow, then we never need to talk about it again. That is Luffy's character to a T.
Yeah.
and
Not
for
to
him, it wouldn't be
mention that
denial.
like he is so forgetful. Like he probably did forget like a good number of the events that actually happened.
So speaking of forgetfulness and how like, okay, so we know how he can't get anybody's names right.
Yeah.
But someone pointed out that he remembered Perona
Really?
because he has PTSD.
Oh my god.
She him up bad.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
And I was like, damn, dude.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
Back at it again with the white vans.
What was it? But yeah, the way she broke it down, if you watch it or if you just decide to watch the video, it's just like such a cool deep dive into why it's such a horror. Because like it has moments where it is genuinely scary, but it's like the uncomfortableness of seeing characters you know get along really well and like care about each other just start acting really vile.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to like, even just watching it through her video, I was like, damn. Like, if this is how like just these two scenes that I'm being shown are like, and this is how the crew starts acting towards each other entirely, this would be hard to watch. Thank God only one of them has blades.
For real. Like, God damn it, Sans. I just want to kill you. Ah!
Oh.
I'm so salty. We're gonna do one last run. One last run.
All right.
Mainly because, unless it's bad, then it's 2 runs.
All right, I'm fine with that because I bit the inside of my cheek earlier, and boy, is it getting hard to talk.
Dude! I hate when I do that. Or like if I bite my lip and like you can feel it on the front of your lip and then
Oh,
like you keep doing it like I
and it's
almost
just like,
always
like
bite my lip a second
into
time.
pain.
Yes.
Oh,
It's the pits. Boop. Are you guys supposed to get storms this week? Because I know
I
Ohio's
did.
getting slammed.
I did hear that we might be getting by snow at some point. Yes.
No!
I don't know how true that is, but I have heard that winter is coming again.
I see. You do live in the north. The
Yes,
north
I do.
remembers.
The North remembers, yes. Always remembers.
I have been meaning to rewatch Game of Thrones though. Like I've been seeing clips online, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I should watch Game of Thrones. Like maybe I'll just skip the last season. Oops.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah, my
was
queen,
only
my queen, my
okay.
queen.
Talk for the queen.
I love the series of videos. Like, hold on, I want to see if I can even remember enough to search it up.
Yeah.
Uh,
No.
okay, so there's a series of videos between season 7 and season 8, and season 8 has 2 parts to it. But it's Game of Thrones season insert number here, but it's devoid of logic. And one of them just has like a bonus round of Kit Harington saying, my queen, my queen, my queen, she is my queen, she is my queen, she is my queen, she is my queen. It's like,
Talk
man,
for the queen.
they just didn't know what to make him say. He just like, let's have him say my queen a lot. Like that's how we show that he's loyal. We don't have to write actions in. No.
No.
Just constantly make people go up to him and say, hey, maybe you should be king. She's looking kind of nuts, but she's my queen.
But she's my queen.
Oh. And there's like one part, like half of it is just them putting like text over people's heads, like with what they're probably thinking in a moment. Like when Cersei talks about being pregnant and what's his name? The pirate dude.
Pirate dude.
The Greyjoy.
Theon?
Yeah, Theon. Theon's just standing next to her and like he gives her a look and above his head there's a text saying, wait, you're what? Because as far as he knows, that's it.
Oh.
It's like she didn't think like maybe I should say that out loud in front.
You know what? I did really good this last one. We're gonna do one more time. See if I can
What?
replicate it. Because I think I know how to get to, like, if I can do it, I think I know how to
Do
get
it.
past the little bony bone part. Damn it! No, I f***ed up.
Oh.
Nothing happens when you die.
I
That is
forgot
an
about
old
that.
ass reference. Dane Cook. I actually
Dude.
had to talk about Dane Cook's like one of his original jokes, the Kool-Aid Man one, to that one guy
Oh,
recently. I
yeah.
had to physically describe the joke to him. And I don't remember what I was doing, but I like could not like I couldn't YouTube it for whatever reason. Like I don't know what it was. Maybe I was like editing or something. Or
I
like
don't know.
oh, you know what it was? I think we were in a Stardew Valley stream. But like I had to explain that, and then I think I thought about, because this was at the time where not LimeWire, but like BearShare and GrooveShark and things like that were big, where you could go and find these things. They'd still give you viruses, but not as much as LimeWire.
Yeah, and yet we all still went back to LimeWire.
Oh, for real. Tried and true.
It was. Like, no matter what, pirating groups just could not, like, no one could touch it for some reason. They're like, yeah, no, we're gonna keep doing it. Don't do it. Don't pirate our shit. We're gonna keep doing it.
We're gonna
We're
do
gonna
it.
stop.
Guess
We have
what
virus.
is probably gonna happen again? Well, I mean, it's still happening, but it's probably gonna happen even more frequently with the streaming services getting greedy.
Well,
I mean, I'm not.
well,
I still
they are
know
getting
people that still do it, but. And we're not gonna condone that behavior to some degree, but.
yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking
Ah!
of, look, I want to make sure I got my facts straight on this one before I open my mouth.
I can respect that. Because we try to be as factual as possible here on Plasma.
Okay.
No!
So I hope to God,
Okay.
because all the returning people and the people who are directing it and writing it, I hope to God this is the best way they can finish it off, because RVB Restoration trailer
Yes!
dropped 4 days ago, and I am so ready for it.
Oh, dude, let me. I watched
They're
that
all
trailer.
coming
Yeah.
except for one.
Yeah, except for one, but we all knew that going in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like, when I saw that trailer, oh my god, I was so excited. And I think today they did the final podcast stream.
Yeah. I didn't watch, but like I saw that title and I had a moment.
Yeah. At some point I'm gonna go back and watch, but it was not going to be today.
No.
Maybe tomorrow during work. Or I can force myself to not have emotion.
No emotion.
Ah,
No
look!
emotion.
And here I am, dead. Okay.
And now you have no emotion.
Yeah. I am dead. But, yeah, I guess this is the end of this tween. Thank you for watching me get my ass whooped. Well, we'll see you later, guys. Have a good night. Bye. Hello. If you want more content like the one you were just watching, click over in this area. If you want more Plasma Coin shenanigans, definitely give us a follow and click over in here somewhere. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.